All right, guys, it is finally time. The annual spring lawn and garden tractor salvage yard junkyard update / walkthrough video. A lot has changed just since the last junkyard update video, which was like December, November time. And then between now and when the next one is, which would be the fall or the midsummer one if I do that again. I think I did that once. But probably the fall one, everything's going to be changed again. This whole yard's going to be completely different. I've got big plans, and I was thinking about waiting to do this video, but it's going to be kind of cool because a lot's changed since the last video, and then a lot's going to change for the next video. So I think it'll be kind of neat. It's a little bit better than the old house. I obviously have more land, and we're doing more land clearing. So I'm not going to start over here. This is all the new intake stuff, or most of it. Anything that I've had other stuff that I've either already sold, it's in the garage getting worked on, or I parted it out or whatever. So we're not going to start here. We're going to start back in the original corner. So here's where it originally started, but you saw probably in the intro, I have a shop now. We're going to look through the shop in a little while. It's obviously already full, which if you guys know me, not surprising that it's already full of stuff. But I absolutely love it. This got put up in like January-ish, December to January. And I've been working in it since then, and it's absolutely amazing. I still have to finish all the landscaping around it and actually get some like asphalt reclaim and run some drainage and stuff, because they poured the slab 12 inches too low, which is just my luck, but you know, whatever, what are you gonna do? So we're gonna start over here. So in typical fashion, there's a lot of parts and pieces that I'm just going to glaze over for right now. I do have this 1045 project, that's an 8-speed. I really should finish that thing. I have a motor for it and everything. But we got a bunch of random attachments here. And then we got two X Series. These are both X300s. So those are two of my X Series tractors. I don't have a lot of X Series parts, unfortunately. Got an L130 here. I honestly do not remember anything about this one. Another parts L100. Got some LTs over here, 150 and 160. Another 110. All of this stuff back here is just pure parts. That's probably going to get scrapped. We're not even going to go back over there. So this was where the L series stuff was. In the last video, I had the slab, but originally this was where the L series stuff was. Here's all the LTs, LT 133s, 150s, 160s, 180s. I think there's one 180 here in the back somewhere. It's right there, LT 180. Yeah, we got kind of all of them. I've got all the parts. Most of these are strictly parts tractors. There's not really anything here that I'm going to fix, but I could if I wanted to down the road. So here are some of last year's intakes that I need to categorize and figure out what I'm doing with. Like I got this one last year. I know this one runs. This X300 I drove onto my trailer, so we know that runs. Here's actually one from this year. I drove all the way down to like 45 minutes away. The guy said it would run. The motor seized, so that's fun. LA100, LA105, both of these actually run. Another LA105 that runs. L108 that runs. I think this is an L130 or 120. A couple of just random ones. I actually should see. There's a kid that I've been doing some business with, and he might want those. I don't want these anymore. I'm doing strictly John Deere now. And then obviously some Scotts, of course. The Scotts, if you guys don't know, are John Deere's just painted different colors. The Scotts are the orange ones, and then the Sabres are this cool green. I don't have many Sabres, but I got plenty of the Scotts. These here are literally just LA series John Deere's painted orange. There's really not much to those. I do still have a Walker parts machine, though I'm trying to get rid of that. And come back around over here. X540 multi-terrain, I should fix that. Another L110 that runs. And then this is the new area that I'm working on. As you can see, I'm starting to clear some trees and move some stuff around. This area is going to be the strictly just junkyard area. So all those tractors are ready to go over there. These Graveleys will end up going over there. These are just junk. Even though I mowed my lawn with that thing, they're just junk. Stuff like this 317 here is going to end up over there. Honestly, a lot of the LX series stuff will probably end up over there. This is all LX. A lot of this older 172 style. And then there's some newer ones like that one there, liquid cooled. I think there's a couple of liquid cooled ones in here somewhere. I don't want to traipse through over there. We have a GT 242 with a mint hood on it. And then there's another one behind it, a 262 with a mint hood. 155 commercial right here. That's another known good one. So yeah, it's kind of chaotic. There's kind of stuff everywhere, but that's kind of the point of doing videos like this, just to kind of give you guys an update on what's really going on. Still have the giant tire pile that I have not touched, and I will not touch because there are spiders in there. I should have done that in the winter. I don't know why I didn't, but whatever. So now we're going to get to the Wheelhorse section. You'll notice that the Wheelhorse section has not changed. I have not been doing a whole lot with the Wheelhorses. I've been selling off a lot of them. I've been selling off a lot of my collection too. But we'll take a look through here. Random LX series Deere and an LT Deere here, just from moving things around. This whole row is gone. And then we have a whole bunch of parts machines. Most of these are parts machines. Most of my complete Wheelhorses are up front. You guys will see that in a little bit. But yeah, this is just kind of the boneyard for right now. Like that Commando 8 is good. That runs, or it ran when I got it. There's other stuff over here, like the one with the plow, this one, or the snowblower. This one runs and drives. It just, the wiring got all messed up on it. One of the mud mowers. Another one of the mud mowers right there. There's a 310. There's a couple of 312s. There's all kinds of stuff. That 875 I've mowed my lawn with. So when we walk back around, I'll show you guys the rest of it over there. But yeah, not much happening in the Wheelhorse world for me right now. So I've called my operation the junkyard for quite a while, but in reality, it's the salvage yard is what the rest of most of this stuff is. And things like this are what's going to end up going into the junkyard or the pick and pull area. That's kind of, you know, I haven't totally decided yet. But like these are all just junk. They got good parts on them, but overall, they're not worth fixing, obviously. Like this thing is, you know, it's good parts. I'm never going to do anything with it, something like that, you know. We can make our way over here. Just a bunch of random stuff. This one, like the axle broke off on it. It's a good motor, but it's busted in the back. Another LX series there. Another LT behind it. And then this is all my LA stuff. This is all the parts LA stuff, I should say. Like this has a good motor in it, actually. I want to actually take that motor out for something. The front row here is a little bit in slightly nicer shape. And then the back row is really, really rough stuff. A lot of these still have mower decks on them. A lot of them still have motors and transmissions in them. There's like an LA 120 right there that I need the rear end out of, stuff like that. Another 115 automatic. Like I pulled the fender or the footboards off of that one. And then we got more of the L series stuff because it's just scattered. The L series stuff is going to kind of go over there where the LX stuff is right now. But like these are all just the parts machines. And for those of you wondering, I do pull a lot of parts off these and I sell a lot of parts. Dump carts over here, got a couple of them. There's one more over there. These are kind of just the oddball stuff. We got a moto mower here, which is pretty sweet. Sears SS16, got big plans for that. There's a 1250 Cub Cadet. Ingersoll 3014, pretty much the identical tractor to my first tractor I ever owned. I was going to part it out, but I think I'm going to fix it. Jacobson right there, and then there's a Gilson Brothers M7 on that side. And I just picked up this Kubota. This is a 2-cylinder diesel. I got plans for this motor at some point here soon. The rear end's toast, but the rest of it's decent. It runs good. Fired it right up, no problem. Got our little bit of D-Series inventory over here. Not much. I think there's 4 tractors here. Like a D110, some D100, I think. You know, nothing crazy. Nothing crazy, but a few D-Series parts. And then again, another L-Series, just because I lost my spot for them. And then this is just kind of random odds and ends, parts, pieces, attachments. Here's a lot of mower decks that I have for these things. I even got like a Scots or a Sabre mower deck here, which is kind of cool. Here's the other side of the Wheelhorse area. Like that one I know runs. This one, no idea. This one, it does run. I haven't messed with it, yo. All kinds of stuff. All kinds of parts, pieces, attachments, motors, everything. Anything you can really imagine is probably over here. So we'll walk up here in between these 2 containers and I'll show you one of my latest purchases. And it's not that Wheelhorse that I forgot about. It's this. This is my Takuchi TL140. I traded my T180 Bobcat for it somehow. It's leaky, but it is a monster. It's literally just a tank. This thing will toss. This thing will pick up my little skid steer, no problem. Absolutely love this thing. Dream machine right here. I've always wanted like a TL8 or a TL10, and this is pretty much right in between the two. So we got our SpeedX tractor over here still. This is a groundhog roller. Stay tuned for a video on this. I bought the, cheap Chinese roller, and it's kind of a piece of garbage, but I'm fixing it. So there'll be a video on that. Over here is just my Polaris Ace. That's my personal ATV, my personal pulling tractor, my Takeuchi TB230 excavator, and the poor 553. This thing, I was plowing snow with it in one of our blizzards that we got, and the plow wasn't built right, and it blew a line in this machine. So I started to fix it, I just didn't, and then now it's got a fuel problem, which sucks, but I'll figure it out. And then this shelf is just kind of random odds and ends, nothing too crazy. Some chainsaws over here, and now we're gonna get to this section. Oh yeah, so also when I broke the 553, it was right before that massive blizzard we got, so I literally had to go out and buy this thing. It's got like 22 hours on it already, a 1023E, brand new, right from John Deere. It's been pretty good. I've been having fun with it. All right, so now this is all the new intake stuff that I've gotten within the last like 3 weeks-ish. These are all tractors that I am planning on fixing, parting out, whatever, within the next couple of weeks. I'm starting this new system with ribbons so I can kind of keep track of them, because if you can't tell, I kind of have a lot of like one model, and I don't remember where I got all these. I've completely lost track. So starting with the ribbons. So the orange ribbons means that they run, drive, and I'm going to use them as, fix-up projects. Something like this one right here, the blue ribbons on them mean they are strictly parts, and then the yellow ribbon means that it's got a bad motor. So this machine has a bad motor, great rear end, beautiful mower deck, halfway decent wheels and tires. So there's that. This 102, this one runs, operates. The pink one is projects that I'm actually going to work on. This thing, I've never heard it run. I've been told it runs. So this would be a nice little project. This will be a nice machine. This, again, told it runs, haven't heard it run. So it's got a pink tag on it. This LX 172, I know runs. I drove it. The shifter came loose on it, so I got to fix that. But that's why this one's got a orange tag on it. So that's kind of where we're at right now. Just trying to figure things out. This one, you can see it's a project, but it's got the yellow ribbon. It needs a motor, stuff like that. So that's kind of where we're at with all of these. This D105, look at this thing. It's like brand new. It's got like 200 hours on it. Gorgeous tractor, but the motor's blown up on it. And it's got the plastic transmission. So it's like, is it really worth, putting a new motor in it? Probably not. That thing's such a tank. I love it. Baggers, I got to go through all these. And then over here, my roof. This is what that Kubota's going in, actually. I should do that soon because Zagray's coming up next month. Yeah, shit. Oh, we got like 3 weeks, 3 weeks till Zagray. Shoot. I got to probably do that soon then. That's going to be fun. Mower deck for my brand new tractor. And then over here are just attachments for my machines. So the little tractor, and then we got like tractor bucket. And then we got my skid steer stuff, hammer, 66-inch rock bucket with the teeth, 78-inch smooth bucket. For those of you who don't know, I also sell brand new skid steer attachments. So here they are. That's a used skid steer attachment, but the rest of these are brand new. All made in America. These aren't the Chinese stuff. This is actual decent stuff. This is the brand that I use. That's a KC and then Swift. Not great names, but that's a Swift and that's a KC. So yeah, I mean, they've held up for me perfectly fine. And they're cheap, which is nice. Then we get the loaders over here, C120 loader. I bought this thing running and driving. It's just been sitting. The dirt cheap Panzer right there. That thing's pretty sick. I got to go through. I don't know what I'm going to do with that one yet. I haven't totally decided. We got whatever this one is, Raider 10, something like that. Charger 10. That loader's coming off of there. The rest of that's going to be sold as a project or whatever. That loader's going on a 312 that you'll see in a couple of minutes here. And then we got the D200. This is actually a really cool tractor. I'm not a big D-Series Wheelhorse guy, but this has the big Kohler opposed twin in it, and it has a rear PTO. So that's super cool. They're pretty capable, actually. They're not too bad. So this is kind of a disaster over here because I had to move my enclosed trailer over here. But this is where a lot of the complete Wheelhorses are that we know run. So we've got the 953. That one does not run. That one's just a project. 1055. There's a Lawn Ranger in there. 855 there. Turbo 330. And then over there is a 753 with a little Predator 420 in it. And just a whole bunch of other stuff that doesn't really need to be pointed out right now. Just random stuff. Like I said, I moved here. It's been a while now, but I'm still kind of trying to figure out where everything goes and how I want to move everything and where I want to put everything. We did get my other 2 containers here. I'm going to bring you guys in on a closer look inside the parts container. It's not set up fully, but you guys will get the gist. Over here real quick before we go in there, these are other projects that are just waiting to be done, similar to those. These are all tagged, L118, 111. Here's that 312 that loader is going to go on. It obviously needs a tie rod, but that's that. Little Craftsman. I don't usually do Craftsmans, but it seemed like a good enough deal. D110, and then another actual really nice Wheelhorse 310-8. That one is going to clean up really nice. But this is the brand new container. I bought this last summer. It was full of just tractors and whatnot at my old storage yard. And now it's becoming the parts room. It's just nice. It's clean in here. And it's actually kind of bright because the inside's white. So, yeah, we're just starting to move parts in. Nothing too crazy. But, yeah, so this is going to be the new parts room. It's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be awesome. But it's going to be good, and it's going to be better than that one that I can barely get open half the time. Go off with the single best investment that's been made on this property is the shop. So don't mind it being a mess. That's just how I am. I can't help it. Sorry. So right now in here, we got my 603. We got my 607. Those are both going into a different container soon. I'm working on this 110. It needs a head gasket. So the head gaskets came in the mail today. So that's going in there. We got a 455. This one, you guys are going to get a whole wheel at start video on. It's leaking, so I got to fix that. It's a mess in here. It's kind of a disaster, but we got all my tools in here finally. Got the garage door that locks. We got everything. So, yeah, it's pretty good. I can't really complain. Right now I'm running off an extension cord running to the house, so that kind of sucks. But, hey, it is what it is. It's at least a shop that's got power in it. Anything big, like the compressor or welder, I run off of the generator there. But, yeah, so I think that's going to about do it for this video, guys. But, yeah, I think that's about it, guys. So, interesting update video, and hopefully in the next update video, you guys are going to get to see an entirely transformed yard, like completely transformed from what it is now. So I'm looking forward to it. I've been having some fun messing around here and clearing some land and doing stuff like that. There are other tractors up front. I'm not even going to bother with showing right now because they don't really matter. One of them literally just sold. I got to deliver it. There's a Wheelhorse Suburban on a rock sitting out front, and then there's a Wheelhorse Lawn Ranger up there too. So nothing crazy. And my my cub. But yeah, so that's kind of that. Just wanted to finally make my spring update video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.